Hello there, breaking news for you from Ethiopia, where Fano fighters have kidnapped top Prosperity Party officials. Where did it happen? Which Prosperity Party officials have been abducted by Fano fighters? Which Fano group carried out this operation? Details for you in this video. Secondly, what is Ethiopian government's position, Eritrean government's position about the ongoing war, I would say, between Hamas and Israel, between Palestinian groups and Israeli forces? African Union has issued a statement. Ethiopia, Eritrea, Ethiopian opposition groups, Eritrean opposition groups, what is their position about the conflict in the Middle East? Details for you in this video. Firstly, viewers, breaking news for you from the Amhara region, where government tries to create impression as if things are under control, Fano is on the run, everything is returning to normalcy, but on the ground we see new attacks almost on daily basis, new fronts being opened on daily basis. We can say across the Amhara region we are seeing fighting in different locations, ambush attacks, abductions, people ENDF soldiers taken prisoners, Fano's infiltrations into big cities and large territories under Fano control, drone strikes ongoing, heavy weapons being used, but still there is no considerable improvement in the security situation in the Amhara region. Now it is being reported by Fano fighters. Fano fighters are claiming that they have captured top Prosperity Party officials. Which Prosperity Party officials have been abducted by Fano fighters? From where were they abducted? What we have learned and what is being told obviously by Fano fighters is that they have carried out an operation, they have conducted an operation, and several top Prosperity Party leaders, zonal level, district level leaders have been kidnapped by Fano fighters. If you remember, last week I told you about Fano's expansion into Wollo, South Wollo. East Amhara Fano was trying to move towards South Wollo from North Wollo, and maybe Shoa Fano as well. From Shoa it was trying to make inroads into South Wollo. The officials who have been taken prisoner by Fano fighters, they are mainly from South Wollo. Very low district. Its top man, district administrator, has been abducted. His deputy abducted too. Kalala, another town in South Wollo. Its administrator also one of the abductees. Thirdly, Jama district, again in South Wollo, its district administrator is one of the abductees. These three district heads and others too, deputies too, they have been abducted by Fano fighters. What were they doing there? I mean, they are from different districts, so why were they together? But what we have heard is that they were on their way to Dassi. In Dassi, a Prosperity Party meeting is being organized to brief Prosperity Party members, to train them. PMA's government is very fond of training Prosperity Party members. I don't know what is the impact of this training, because on the ground, we don't know if this training is working or not, but government maybe wants to ensure its control of the party. That is why such trainings are organized. So, three district heads and their deputies have been abducted by Fano fighters. Which Fano faction is behind this operation? Very important question. Show of Fano, reportedly. Difficult to say, but what I have learned through some sources is that Shoa Fano is behind this attack. It means that Shoa Fano conducted this operation in South Wallo. The districts, Jama, Varelo, etc., they're not in Shoa, they are in South Wallo. Training in Dasi, South Wallo. It means that Shoa Fano fighters entered South Wallo and they abducted these Prosperity Party members. Again, a confirmation. I've been telling you that Fano fighters have been trying to expand into South Wallo. Now a confirmation. Maybe from both sides, from Shoa, from North Wallo, both sides, they are trying to gain a foothold in South Wallo. They want to connect to. If they connect, if Wallo and Shoa Fano connect, obviously they can be deadlier for Ethiopian National Defense Force. No statement from the government so far to confirm or reject this claim, but Fano fighters are claiming that these party officials, Prosperity Party officials, are in their custody. What will Fano fighters do? Will they release them or will they kill them? Let's see. That depends on the role of these district heads in the ongoing military operation against Fano. If they have been proactively supporting military operation against Fano, they could be killed. If they have been neutral, if they have been largely silent, they could be released. That we'll see in coming days. So far what we have learned is that Fano fighters have abducted these top Prosperity Party members. Secondly, viewers, Israel-Palestine conflict. Hamas and other Palestinian groups are fighting Israeli forces. International community is speaking, disclosing, or you can say making its position public about the conflict in the Middle East. What is Ethiopian position? What is Eritrean government position? What is African Union's position? African Union has issued a statement. Last night, Musa Faki, African Union chairperson, issued a statement. African Union is tilting towards Palestine. In its statement, African Union said that it has been supporting two-state solution. It has been calling for protection of the rights of all the parties, especially Palestinians. No condemnation from African Union about Hamas entry into controversial settlements, though Israel is also conducting airstrikes now in Gaza and civilians dying there too. But if you read the entire statement of African Union chairperson, African Union can be seen supporting Palestinian position. Ethiopia silent. I have not seen a statement from Ethiopian government so far. Eritrea silent. By the way, Eritrea-Israel relations remained very tense lately because a few days ago, Eritrean government officially accused Mossad, Israeli intelligence agency, that Mossad was behind organizing proxy groups which have been attacking Eritrean festivals across the world. Direct allegation from Eritrean government against Mossad a few days ago. Israel did not respond, but that just showed the gravity of the situation in terms of Israel-Eritrea relations. So we're waiting for statements from Israel and Ethiopia. African Union has always been pro-Palestine. Why? Because if you remember when I think earlier this year in Addis Ababa, African Union leaders met, and there an attempt was made to grant observer status to Israel. But that attempt was foiled by some members of the Union. And several countries opposed granting of observer status to Israel. So African Union is pro-Arab countries. It's pro-Palestine, we can say. Though Arab world is split. I had a video on that. By the way, I am covering the conflict, Hamas-Israel conflict on my other YouTube channel. which is Conflict News 2042. Conflict News 2042, where I am doing regular videos about the conflict there. If you want to stay yourself, if you want to stay updated, you can watch Conflict News 2042. Arab world is split. Qatar, in its statement yesterday, supported Palestinian position. UAE called for calm, took a neutral position. Egypt took a neutral position. Turkey offered to mediate. Saudi Arabia accused Israel. Jordan, neighbor, Israeli neighbor, neutral, no condemnation. Syria supporting Palestine. Iran supporting Palestine. Lebanon's Hezbollah supporting Palestine. So overall, Arab world is split. African Union's chairperson is tilting towards Palestine. Though he called for calm, he called for negotiations, he called for de-escalation, he called upon international community to assume its responsibility and to find a solution to this conflict. But overall, the statement can be summed up as support for Palestinian government. Let's see how Palestinian groups, let's see how Eritrea, Ethiopia, governments and groups there respond. By the way, what will Brigade Hamid do? Will it support Palestine or Israel? Because Brigade Hamid members have been protesting across the world in front of Israeli embassies. They've been asking Israel to deport pro-Eritrean government Eritreans living in Israel. And 2 Eritreans have been killed in communal violence between Eritrean groups in Israel so far. I saw a statement yesterday, maybe a personal statement from a Brigade Nehamido loyalist who supported the Israeli government, condemned the attack on Israeli people by Hamas. But can we say it is Brigade Nehamido's position? Because Brigade Nehamido is fighting for justice. It wants change, democratic change in Eritrea. Palestinians say they're also fighting for justice, that their basic rights are being denied by Israel. So it's interesting how Brigade Nehamido would respond to this conflict. Will they support Israel, Palestine? Let's see how Ethiopia and Eritrea respond as well. So this is the overall situation in East Africa in terms of the conflict, in terms of response to the conflict in the Middle East. Thank you for watching.